Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. One man has been taken into custody by Pennsylvania State Police following a reported homicide in Banks Township. According to troopers, the incident took place on Thursday, January 23rd on Berwick Street. Officials say they were called to the scene for a report of a deceased male. Upon further investigation, troopers say the 69-year-old man was killed after his neighbor fired a shotgun through the wall of his own home and into the home of the victim. Officials say the victim was struck by the gunfire and succumbed to his injuries. The suspect has been identified as 25-year-old Dylan Arrow. Arrow has been taken into custody and charged with criminal homicide, aggravated assault, discharging a firearm into an occupied structure, and recklessly endangering another person. He is currently behind bars at the Carbon County Correctional Facility with denied bail. The Hazleton Area School District is working to address local concerns regarding a recent federal policy change allowing immigration arrests to take place in schools. The policy change came last week when President Donald Trump lifted measures that had previously restricted such actions from taking place in schools and churches. In a statement, Superintendent Brian Uplinger said that the district's top priority is to provide a safe and supportive environment for the students to thrive academically and personally. Uplinger also said that the district is actively consulting with the Pennsylvania Department of Education, legal experts, neighboring school districts, and the local community to create a thoughtful and comprehensive plan for prioritizing the well-being and safety of the students. Under current Pennsylvania law, schools are not allowed to inquire regarding the immigration status of a student, and a child's right to attend school cannot be conditioned on their immigration status. A man charged with robbing a bank in Luzerne County has been taken into custody. According to police, Kenneth Bessecker was arrested on Friday after robbing the M&T Bank in Kingston. Officials say they received word of the robbery from the Luzerne County 911 Center around 2:30 p.m. Upon arriving at the bank, officials say the suspect had already fled the scene on foot with stolen U.S. currency. Through further investigation, police were able to identify the suspect as Bessecker, and he was taken into custody about 2 hours later near his home in Hunlock Creek. The Hazleton City Authority recently received a state grant for over $16 million to support local water infrastructure projects. The funding was awarded by the Pennsylvania Infrastructure Investment Authority, or PENVEST, with the help of Senator Dave Argall and PA State Representative Dane Watrow. In a press release, Watrow said the funding will be utilized to replace aging water lines on Buck Mountain and to significantly upgrade the Dreck Creek pump station. Coming up on WYLN News, one person is injured following a crash in Plymouth. Plus, 7 Hazleton area high school students attend the PMEA District 9 Band Festival. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's only nationally ranked hospital. We turn setbacks into comebacks one movement at a time. Learn more at lvhn.org/ortho or 833-LV-ORTHO.
My name is Andy and tomorrow it's going to be snowy.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, John D'Angelo's story is beautiful. 82, a lot of degeneration, not getting any better. He was so happy that Gentle Chiropractic helped him and Medicare paid for it. Tune in for a great show.
Welcome back to WYLN News. One person was injured following a two-vehicle crash in Plymouth on Saturday. According to officials, the crash took place in the area of Washington Avenue and Carver Street. Crews from Plymouth Fire Department, Plymouth Rescue, and Medic 10 all responded to the scene. Officials say one patient was transported to a local trauma center for treatment following the crash. Both vehicles had to be towed from the scene. The Hazleton City Council will be holding a regular meeting on Tuesday, January 28th at 6 p.m. Items on the agenda include an ordinance to place a government study commission question on the 2025 primary election ballot and an ordinance to erect stop signs at the intersection of Ferreira Avenue and Terrace Boulevard. City Council meetings are open to the public and take place at the Hazleton City Hall. 7 Hazleton area high school students recently traveled to Mountain View High School in Kingsley last week for the PMEA District 9 Band Festival. The festival ran from Wednesday, January 22nd through Thursday, January 23rd. During the event, students rehearsed and performed a concert with 160 of the best high school musicians in northeastern Pennsylvania. The students were selected through a competitive audition. Congratulations to the students on their achievement. WYLN is bringing Hazleton area basketball into your living room this season. You can catch the Hazleton area boys basketball team on Tuesday, January 28th as they take on the Greater Nanticoke area Trojans at 7 p.m. Or you can catch the Hazleton area girls basketball team on Thursday, January 30th at 7 p.m. as they face the Pittston area Patriots. Watch the games live on WYLN or watch them anytime on the WYLN TV 35 YouTube channel. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Wilkes-Barre Part 1. Plus, we meet the new Luzerne County Division Head of Human Services on Kokomo's County Report. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online. When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Today, one tends to think of the original 13 colonies as having had their basic shapes early on. In the early years of America, however, this was not always the case. The Wyoming Valley was a notable area of conflict, as Charles II had, in 1662, granted a royal charter to Connecticut settlers in the area. In 1681, Charles then granted the same land to William Penn. Both colonies sought to send their residents into the valley and claim it for themselves. It was thus in 1769 that a group of Connecticut settlers set up a new community along the Susquehanna that they named Wilkes-Barre, in dual honor of John Wilkes and Isaac Barry, prominent members of Parliament who strongly championed the rights of American colonists. The Connecticut settlers also established Fort Durkee, named for their military leader John Durkee, on the site. Pennsylvania militias, however, quickly attacked the settlement, which changed hands several times during what became known as the Yankee-Pennamite Wars. Fighting raged on and off for several years until the Decree of Trenton in 1782 officially declared the land to be Pennsylvania's. Pennsylvania militias forced Connecticut settlers out of the area, but they returned in force in 1784, burning Wilkes-Barre's Fort Dickinson. For a while, it was proposed a new state, to be named Westmoreland, be set up in northeastern Pennsylvania, but ultimately a compromise was reached in which Connecticut settlers would accept Pennsylvanian ownership of the area in exchange for Pennsylvania granting them legal citizenship. While the colonies were fighting each other, residents also had to worry about native attacks as well. During the height of the Revolution, with many natives siding with British forces, this became a very deep concern. One notable attack occurred November 2nd, 1778, when Delaware natives raided the Slocum family farm and carried off 5-year-old Frances Slocum. She was taken west into today's Indiana, where she fully assimilated into the Miami tribe, taking the name Mackinac, or Little Bear, and marrying the chief Deaf Man. In 1837, 59 years after her capture, Slocum was reunited with 3 of her surviving siblings who had received words of her whereabouts from a trader. Slocum, however, chose to stay with the Miami in the end. Her white heritage ultimately protected her from removal as settlers moved west, as the United States government exempted her and her family when the rest of the Miami were dispersed from their homelands. Frances Slocum today rests in Indiana, but lives on in the Wilkes-Barre area through Frances Slocum State Park. Back in the Wyoming Valley, Wilkes-Barre was starting to grow at the turn of the 19th century. When Luzerne County was created out of Northumberland County on September 25, 1786, Wilkes-Barre was named the county seat. In its initial configuration, Luzerne County included land in the future Lackawanna, Bradford, Susquehanna, and Wyoming counties as well. The new county was named in honor of the Chevalier de la Luzerne, French ambassador to the United States, who had strongly supported the fledgling nation, using his own money to buy food for American troops during the Revolution. And Wilkes-Barre would have a major brush with French royalty soon after Luzerne County's founding, as future French King Louis Philippe stopped by in 1795 when going to visit the French immigrant community of Azilum near Towanda. Several decades later, after assuming the throne, Louis Philippe would have another connection with Wilkes-Barre in 1845, when, by royal invitation, he allowed Seine of George Catlin to be the first American artist to display his work at the Louvre. Soon, though, Wilkes-Barre would be the site of a discovery that would spark the Industrial Revolution. Judge Jesse Fell, who served the town, believed that coal could be burned in open-air grates, with the natural vent source of the air underneath allowing the coal to burn longer. On February 11, 1808, Fell experimented with this theory on his own stove. It succeeded, and Judge Fell's discovery would allow coal to become the widespread fuel source of the Industrial Revolution. Once Judge Fell's discovery became widely known, Wilkes-Barre's growth accelerated. The Easton Wilkes-Barre Turnpike, today's Route 115, was built in 1815. The first canal boats flowed through the burgeoning community in 1834. They would continue through 1881. And the railroads, soon to be a major industry in the city, first arrived in Wilkes-Barre in 1843.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hey, it's Justin from Grand Central, and our trained sleep professionals are here to help you sleep like never before. With an extensive line of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we are sure to find you the right mattress at the right price. Free delivery and removal, interest-free financing for up to 60 months, and same or next day delivery on select models.
And don't forget, everyday low prices. Stop in to one of our 2 locations, Route 93 in Escapec,
or downtown Hazleton,
and see why Northeast and Central Pennsylvania sleeps better with Grand Central.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Hey, did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network.
Welcome to another edition of Crocomo's County Report. My name is Romilda Crocomo, and I am happy to say that I am the Luzerne County Manager. And I'm even happier to introduce you to our new Division Head of Human Services, Megan Stone. How are you today, Megan?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Good. Welcome. I want you to explain to the audience what is Human Services? What does it encompass?
So Human Services as a division is area on aging, children and youth, drug and alcohol, mental health and developmental services, Veterans Affairs, and then there's also an Office of Human Services which handles homeless grants through the block grant, which is a federal grant.
Well, that's really quite the breadth of a lot of the work that we do here in the county, and it's extraordinarily good work. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Megan Stone. I live in Mountaintop. I'm from Philadelphia originally, but I've lived in Mountaintop for 20 years. I love Luzerne County. I think we're on the right track to be the gold standard for the state and human services, as well as other divisions of the county. I have a passion that's unparalleled, I'll say.
And you've worked in the DA's office.
I did.
You worked for a common pleas judge.
Correct. Yep. I worked for Judge Salvanis, and I ran the DA's office for Stephanie Salvanis, and then for Sam Sanguadolce.
Good. You have a great experience. Why don't we highlight just a few of the projects that are going on in the Departments of Human Services, and maybe touch on what your plans are in the future.
Okay, so I guess the first task we're going to work on is getting more out in the community. So we've achieved that with children and youth. They did some great initiatives with back to school haircuts for children. They did the cookies with Santa, so all the children could get photos with Santa, and then they printed them right there. We have Tammy and Rose in the Children and Youth Department, who are wonderful. Katrina Gownley is the department head, and she has a passion for children and youth unlike anyone else, and she's moving this county in the right direction for sure. We're doing a fall festival. We're in the process of planning right now, so children can get costumes. We also have a food pantry, and we serve 2,400 families since it opened in the summertime. They don't have to be clients necessarily of children and youth, but that's a really great thing. I hope we do a segment on that, bring council, and everybody can see it. They really have done a great job with that. Veterans Affairs,
we're making a move, right?
Oh, right. Veterans Affairs is moving. They're moving from 40 Fort into Wilkes-Barre, right across from the courthouse on Water Street, 61 Water Street. They're moving. They were supposed to move tomorrow, but they're moving on the 31st, so that'll be all set. And they've done a lot of initiatives. Kevin has gone out there to the VA hospital. He's gone to SCI, to the prisons, to engage with the veterans of our community. So that's been great, because that was something that was lacking previously.
So there's a lot of things going on.
Yep,
You're very busy.
There is a lot going on. Drug and alcohol is amazing. If anybody you know, or loved one, yourself, anybody suffers with any kind of substance use disorder, alcohol, opioids, if you call Drug and Alcohol in Luzerne County, they'll be able to direct you where you need to go, whether it be a provider. They'll also help if you need the funding to get the treatment that you need.
Very good. So I want everyone to welcome Megan Stone. She's working very hard to move Luzerne County forward. And that's a wrap. Stay well.
Thank you.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.